Good morning, everybody. So today, August 9th, 2025. So she's gonna explain to you why we are making this video today.
Yeah, so this video is because there was a lot of interest and we get a lot of questions about the pilot course and how much is it to look into this field and what is the requirements to get a license and a whole bunch of variation of questions. So we're just going to start off with a brief kind of informational video. We're going to try to keep it short and to the point, but it might get a little longer. But basically, the first thing is you want to become, is this field for you or not? So you want to go to the chapter meetings. Every local airports, almost every city has their local chapter that you would go to. You would join it as a membership, and the meetings are generally free. I think they're like once a month. You go there, you'll meet other pilots, and they will also have loads of information. There are so many routes you could go in the pilot course that you could go just to do a few flight hours just to have fun. You can go and you can work towards pursuing a solo license. You can go and you can get a passenger license. You can get a commercial license. There's multiple. You can get an instructor license. So it all depends. There's no one-stop price for this, which is a big question always, is like, how much does this cost? It can vary. It's different areas, different pilots, so we'll kind of break it down. So first thing, you want to go to the chapter meeting so you can get information. Join there, give them your email, and they'll start giving you some more information about that. Second step is set up a discovery flight. A discovery flight will let you know, do I like this? Do I feel comfortable in driving a plane? Am I good with height? Am I good with speed? Just learning kind of a little bit of the basics. The instructor will sit with you. They're pretty much going to manage the plane, but let you have a little bit of a feel. Maybe when you get up in the air, kind of hold it on your own and stuff, but nothing dangerous, and at the same time kind of gives you a little idea, do I like this? Is this field for me or not? Once you pass that, then after, and that can range, again, it depends area, flight, plane that you're driving, everything like that, but I would say generally $300 to $500. The next one,
Like the discovery flight.
the discovery flight.
So do you think it's gonna be fluctuate the price like different?
Yeah, that's why I gave that range, 300 to 500. So some of the factors
For one discovery flight.
Yes, because some of the factors included in that are the plane that you're going to ride. That's going to you have to rent that plane. So that plane rental can vary depending on what plane they have available, how big it is, or how many engines it has and whatnot. So that's something that can fluctuate that rate.
And I think it's including
the instructor fee,
yes,
depending who your instructor is, what their charges are. So that's why when you ask for how much does it cost, it varies, and not one lesson will always cost the same amount. Same thing after the discovery flight, you like it and you say, hey, I want to move forward towards solo license. I think is the first license that you can obtain. So when you get the solo license, it's a matter of it all counts per session that you're going to go. How many hours are you flying the plane? So if you choose to fly the plane 2 hours, the charges are going to be based off of a 2-hour flight. Again, the plane. Again, the instructor. So these are all variation factors. So it's not, again, one set fee. Again, it could range $300 to $500. It all depends.
per class.
Per session.
Yes.
So that's an example, because everybody wants to know what we pay. So for an example, when you go and do your classes, at times, sometimes it's $300 if we get lucky, but then at other times it can range up to $500. Again, depending on what plane he's driving, what instructor we have, what the hours of the flight is, because it's all done in that way. Now, some airplanes might have packages that you can purchase, some don't, some might have a different thing. Their local ones in this area are the Lancaster Airport, the Harrisburg Airport, Lehigh Valley Airport,
Regal Airport,
and then the smaller ones, Regal Airport, and there's one in Myerstown.
Yes,
Deck
Deck
Airport. So the good thing is a lot of the small towns do have actually airports. So sometimes it's hard to find things in small towns, but you will definitely find airports.
And do you think we should like keep the one instructor, or we should change the instructor?
I think that's a personal preference. So if you find a good instructor and you like that style and say, hey, I like the way that he works with me, whatnot, that's great. But then also you want to make sure in the beginning, especially, that you're trying different instructors, because you don't know what the different styles are if you haven't tried out. But once you find someone and you've maybe tried a couple and you're like, hey, I really like this one, I just like consistency, I think, on our end, and same with you. We kind of like consistency, so we connect to maybe one pilot more. But all the pilots are good. They're trained.
Yes.
All the instructors, they're good, they're trained, they know what they're doing. It's all a style of your learning and how you adapt and connect with them. So I think that's more of a personal preference. You can change, or you could stick with one you like and then just keep going. But there is again the flexibility. Some instructors might not have certain hours that work with your schedule, so you have to look at those things. And again, you can do this part-time, full-time, whatnot. And I will now turn it over to Saplan. He's going to tell you all about the hours to put in for what licenses, or
Right, and thank you for the information. You did good.
Yeah, I learn all this because I go with him.
Right.
On the flights.
And what do you think about Alan? So he's a good instructor.
Yeah, I will say so. He has some military background, which is just so impressive because he's very disciplined, structured, just explains very well, knows how to break things down and explain them very well, and feels super secure with him. So that's the experience of the pilot that I got to ride with. Barry Fisher, I think, was another one.
Yeah,
He was
Barry
also
Fisher.
Good.
David recently joined the...
Yeah. I didn't get to fly it with him yet, but the ones that I've been with, I think they were all great.
They're all great.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
All right, you tell us what you got.
Alrighty, so it's a little bit long video, but obviously it's a lot of information you guys are asking us. I'm gonna explain to you something important as well. So as she mentioned you all the information, basic how you're gonna like book the flight. So it's two different license. It's a CPL and PPL. So CPL mean like a commercial pilot license. So and then the PPL is mean personal pilot license, or maybe private pilot license. So it depends what you guys want to do. Are you gonna be like a private pilot, so, or the commercial pilot? So then you can go to the different schooling.
And I think even within those pilot options, you have choices. For like the PPL, you have the solo, and then you have the passenger. Like you want to take a passenger on.
So passenger too. So basically what happened, I'm going to explain to you how it's going to work. So after discovery flight, once you decide, okay, now I want to be like a pilot. So then what you can do, you can start like book the classes. I will say, once you choose the instructor, try to stick with the instructor, because he's going to understand you, you're going to understand his way of work. So then you both are going to be on the same page. But it depends. And if your instructor is not available, just wait until he available. If you really want to fly, so then you can like find a good instructor as well. They have a lot of instructors.
I think that can be opinion based. It depends what is your preference.
Right. So the important thing I'm gonna telling you guys. So the minimum 40 hours flying you need it. See, and after
so is that for the solo license?
Right, for the solo license 40 hours, and then 20-hour minimum hours you need to fly with private pilot, and it's gonna be instructor gonna be with you. So it's gonna be.
So I think what you're saying is there's a total of 40 hours for the private pilot, solo pilot. But the thing is, it takes about 20 or 30 of those hours, depending on your skill, on your understanding, where you're at.
And it depends like how, like sometimes some people, like some student, they fly 60 hours, they still cannot land the
So
plane.
out of that 40 to 60 hours, whatever long it takes you before you can get that, it's 20 or 30 of those will be with an instructor.
Right.
After that, you'll be put on your own.
If you feel comfortable, but if you still don't feel comfortable, so your instructor not gonna let you fly until your instructor know he's gonna sign the paperwork that no, you can fly. Another thing.
And don't be cheap on this.
Yeah.
Like,
it's gonna cost
it's better
money
to
because,
be safe and do it when you feel confident versus trying to take a risk.
Right. And the other thing is, once you choose your instructor, he's gonna sign the paper, and then you're gonna get one card from the government. So then once you get that card, then you know, government know that you are allowed to fly the airplane and you
That
are
you're a
qualified.
student pilot,
Yes, then
yeah.
you are a student pilot, so you get a license. So it's like a kind of like a permit, you will say, another word. So after that, what do you guys need? 3 hour cross the country flight training on the single engine plane, and then 3 hour night flights. So 3 hours you have to fly in the night time. And other thing is, you need to do like a 10 full stop landing, and after that 3 hour flight training on your own single engine. And after that, like you will say 5 hours solo across the country, and then you have to do like at least 3 point at one segment, and at least 50 minimum between TO and landing. So it
Those
depends
are some
on
of the
you.
requirements.
Those
to
are
just
the
kinda
requirement.
that's the practical test. So
Yes,
there's two
yes.
portions to this. There's a written test and then there's a practical test.
Right,
So
right.
those are the things that you have to achieve as a pilot flying and
Right.
practical.
So these are the information, and I will say that do not waste your time. So just if you wanna do it, just start. Do not think it. Just start it. Try it. Do not waste the time, and try to start. Like find out the discovery flight. Find out each airport. Call them. Ask them. Are you guys are offering the discovery flight? I wanna be a like pilot.
And it's better to start somewhere and try
Yes.
versus being too afraid and not even trying.
Right,
If you
right,
try
right.
and you fail, or you figure, hey,
Yes.
it's not for me, that's not a big deal.
I will say if I
But
can
if you
do
have
it.
passion, do it.
Yes, if I can do it, you guys can do it too. I'm telling you, I'm a human like you guys are. So do it, enjoy the flight, and believe me or not, your instructors is gonna be with you. If anything happens, just in case, for God's sake, he's gonna hand over the he's gonna like handle
take
all.
over the
Yeah, he's gonna
yeah.
be take over. But believe me or not, it's not that hard.
So first step,
Yes.
go to the chapter meetings, start meeting professional pilots that do this for a living or have
Yes.
done it for a living, and get a lot of information. See if it's for you. Then if you feel like you're ready for
Right.
the next step, would be the
Right.
discovery flight, and then, as we explained,
Before
further
you
from there.
invest any money in there, please make sure you get the discovery flight, so then you have experience. So in the discovery flight, as she explained to you, they're gonna give you the control. So you're gonna pull the yoke, you're gonna take off the airplane, and then he will let you know when the plane is like ready to airborne. So
I don't think you
of
even have an
information.
option. I think you have to take.
Yeah, you have to. You have
because
to.
they want to make sure you can handle it.
Correct.
There's the height factor, there's the speed factor,
Speed factor,
there's
height
a
factor,
control
yes.
factor, there's a physical factor of it too, like vision and
Yes,
stuff like
yeah.
that. You have to have good vision.
Right. So if you guys have any other question, please make sure you ask. And if you want to go to the commercial pilot, it's a lot of different school. You can join them. So any question, put all question under the like comments, and we will see if we can answer you guys.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe, and please share this video because a lot of people are asking how to get a PPL. All right. Thank you very much.